Welcome back to L&J's Handmade Creations. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the video. Hello everyone. I am sitting here making a special order wreath, and I just thought I'd go ahead and video it and share what I'm doing here. I was sent a picture of something that the person wanted, so that is what my take is off of this picture that they sent me. So I'm just trying to recreate it the best that I can. So what I've got here is just a natural burlap. You can get it at any craft store, just a roll of that. So and this here is about 8 inches, 8.5, I believe, 8.5 inches wide. So I've just taken and I've been cutting the strips 8 inches long here, and the picture that she sent me, it had the rustic type edges here. So but this burlap comes with a finished edge on it. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting the finished edge off on the sides. Of course, the cut across, it's already how I want it. So, and what I'm doing is I'm doing it basically like you would a ruffle, you know, but I'm not ruffling it. Instead, I am just doing it piece by piece. And on this here, this is a 16-inch wreath form. I hope you can see all of that. And it has 4 bars here, or rows, shall I say. And I am taking right now, I'm working on bar 2. Whenever I count from the outside in. It may be backwards within some, but I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, and right now I'm working on bar 2. And I'm just pulling my corners up in here like this, and then on the other side of my bar, make sure y'all can see that, pulling that up on both sides. I want it to be rusticy. It does not have to be even because of that. And when I do that, it's giving it that look to the wreath that she sent me. And then I'm just taking a zip tie and coming up through my burlap here. And I'm pushing it up close to the other, just like this. And then I'm pulling my zip tie tight, because I want it to stay crinkled up, just like that. I'm not sure how many pieces this is going to take, so I'm kind of cutting as I go so I can see where I'm at and what I need to do. Some of these strings will come off, which that's fine, but we're wanting it to look almost like a rag wreath, or you know, like they do the strips and stuff, except for I'm using bigger pieces and making it rustic. In this wreath here, we're going to be using some speckled eggs, which I ended up making myself. Some of it ran overnight, so that will be hid by feathers. You're not going to see all the runs on that one. But these, I just took some regular white eggs that you get from the craft store that you can actually dye. And I took my paint and splattered on it to make it speckled. And then I made my little chickens here. These is just cut out. If you got a Cricut, you can cut them out on a Cricut. If you don't, you can probably, you can get them off of Etsy. But these were just plain wooden chickens that I've painted. And then for the wing, I just took a piece of burlap and cut me a little wing on it. I hope you can see that. And then I just dressed it up with a little bow made out of jute rope. and I've got it on a stick. So we're going to work those in there. And I've also got feathers that we're going to be putting in there and decorating it with the chicken's eggs. I'm not sure whereabouts in her house that she's wanting this for, but my guess would be somewhere close to the kitchen. So that's what I was working on. So I just wanted to share y'all with y'all what I'm doing here. So let me clip this zip tie. When I get this done, this row done, I will come back and I'm going to go on row 4, I believe, and do that. I may end up doing it on row 3. I'm not sure until I get it to where I want it, and then I'll be able to actually tell you what row I'm working on. But let me cut off these edges, the finished edge, so it gives it that rustic, country, chic black. And that's what we're going for. So I just put this back up over the in between. Well, if I can hang on to it. Row 2. Pull that back through. Again, it doesn't have to be perfectly even. And I'm just taking my zip ties. I'm hoping y'all can see this. This wreath is kind of bigger than what I normally work with here, where I've been recording. And my workspace is not that big. So, yet, I hope to get a bigger workspace eventually. But I'm going to just push that up close, pull the zip tie. I want it to be tight because I don't want it to slip and move around a whole lot. So that's where I'm at. So far I've done 1, 2, 3. I got 4 pieces on here so far. So I'm thinking probably 2 more here, maybe 3. I'm not sure, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here and cut me some pieces off of a guesstimate about how much I think I might need, and I'll be right back to show you as I'm going. I'll do a few and then I'll stop and do them all on that row, but I'll be back in just one moment. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I got a few cut, and I have determined that 6 within that ring would be plenty for that row. You could probably even get away with 5. So on that, so I'm gonna go over putting a few more through, and then I'll finish it off and come back. Let me grab one here. I didn't cut the edges off of all of them yet, but let me cut the edge on this one here. We don't want that finished edge on there at all. We want it to have that nesty type look, you know, like it's a nest. So once again, I'm just going on each side of the bar like that, and pulling it up, and then we're going to crinkle it up like so, and I'm just going through the burlap just like that. Hope y'all can see that. Well, get my zip tie through there first, and then we'll crinkle it back up. This is not going to make it tight, but pushing them up together will make them more secure. Just like that. So it's giving us that rustic looking country chic type look is what we're going for. We want it to be full and plenty of room for the eggs and the chickens and all to be in it with the feathers. So I'm going to go on around this first bar and I'll be back with you. Okay, so here we've got the first row all the way around, and honestly it really doesn't need a whole lot more. I still am going to go and I'm going to put a few pieces around the other bar here just to kind of make it even more full. So I hope you can see all those there. So I'm going to go cut a few more and put some more on the inside, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so I've got the inner row done, and on each section of the inner row I done 3 pieces per section there, and 5 for the row 2 that I did to make it nice and full like this right here. So now you don't have to have all these strings here. You can get rid of some of them, but we want to keep some of them to give it that rustic look that we're going for. So I love the look of burlap. I think it's pretty, but I like the country-ish looking stuff myself. So okay, and we're also going to do some loose ribbons off in there along with the eggs and the chickens and feathers. I got my hot glue getting hot real quick, and while it's doing that, I'm going to cut some of these, a little bit of this ribbon here. I think, let me get this. Let's see, what do I want to do? Okay, don't judge me, but I made this. I have one of the hands, they call it the hand bow maker, but I didn't have one of the easy bow makers. And well, I wanted one, but they didn't have any here in my local store, and I was needing it that day. So all I done is some of the wood I got, you know, you can get these pieces like at Hobby Lobby and stuff that's already cut. And I just took I have several of the material, you know, like the sewing ruler type tape here, and I just attached it to my board and drilled 2 holes. The actual one, they're just a little bit more than ½ an inch apart, so that's what I did, and I just made my own. So you know, when you're a crafter and you need something and you can make it, why not? So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to just make the tail probably about 6 inches. Yeah, about 6 inches for the tail. Put a few bows off in there, and just like you would with in your hand, or if you had your own easy bow maker, just twist it. And I think the loop, I'm going to make it about probably about 3½ inches, because I don't need these real big. I'm just going to scatter them out a few here and there. Okay, twist it. that. And about 3.5 there. You don't have to twist it because I'm only doing these just one loop on each side. Okay. I'm just going to take one of my zip ties here. Run it through the 2 bars there so that I can keep it together. Get my zip tie started. Pull it out. I hope y'all can see this okay. Just make sure I have it. But with this here, it works perfect. I have no problems with it. So I didn't see spending $20 on something that I had the stuff to make it right there. So, and that's what I did. My husband, he has every tool you could probably think of because he builds stuff really good. He likes to build rocking chairs and different things. So he has all the tools. I'm just going to dovetail this. Well, actually, I think instead of dovetail, what I'm going to do with these, I'm just going to cut them at an angle. I don't really need these to be real long for what I'm wanting. I think I cut them a little too short. 1 second, let me redo that. Okay, so got my 2 bows here made. And I put a zip tie in the back of them so I could attach it. I'm just gonna go on one of these bars right here and go right through the burlap too. Having problems with my shoulder right now, so it's kind of hard for me to do this. I'm having issues doing it. So, and keeping it in your camera, or the camera where you can see. I don't want to. Bear with me. I'm sorry about this, y'all. My shoulder would ever get better on me. Close that all back up there. Okay, that's going to be kind of like right there, and I think I'm going to go just catty corner from it up here on the top side and put one. Hooked up it. Okay, just fluff my bow up here. Back up. Get rid of some of the strings that's on here. After I get done, I'll go through and get rid of quite a few of the strings that's on here. The more you handle it, the more they're going to come off. So okay, I got the two bows on that I'm wanting on there. I'm just going to go along the bottom here now and put a few of these feathers. Just want them nestled all around in there. Get them where I want them first, and then I'll glue them down. I know it's not all on the camera, and I'm sorry, I can't, right this moment, I can't move my camera anywhere. It has to stay where it's at for right now, till I get a certain thing in, and I move it around a little bit better. I'm just kind of nestling the feathers all in there, and then I'm going to go back once I know it's where I want it, and then I'll glue them down. They don't need to be perfect, because if a chicken went and laid eggs and left feathers behind, they're sure not going to set them perfect. So that's kind of what we're going for, just filling it in a little bit. See those? When I put it up on the wall when it's done, I'll be able to show you better what it completely looks like, but I'm hoping y'all can see enough of what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to go back and just take a little bit of glue. This is a Sure Bond glue gun. And I'm using Sure Bond Super Duty glue in it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get these all glued in place, and I will be right back. Okay, I got those feathers all in place of where I want them. Now I'm going to put some of the eggs in there, in the feathers, and then I'll put some more feathers on top just to kind of lay over the top of the eggs a little bit too. So I think I'm gonna, this is my egg. It's gonna go right here on this side. Put some glue. I'm just gonna nestle it right there in the feathers. See that? Just kind of nestled it in there. Another one nestled down in there just a little bit. Some more glue. I don't have any specific place to put them or direction or anything like that. Just kind of just going to nestle them in there. Okay, it's enough eggs. Just a few more feathers around. I think it looks so cute to do like a for your kitchen. About like that. And now I just need to find where I want to put my chickens. Again, that's my chickens there. You want to be able to see the chickens, so I'll glue them in and get them stable. Just want to make sure I got them where I want them first. Turn it around for just a second and look at it. Yeah, Okay, I'm gonna stop right here for just a moment, glue these in place, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went back and I corrected the bow, added a couple extra chickens and another little bow up there beside the chickens. I think I'm standing a little bit of an angle, but it is even. But it turned out really, really cute, I think.